What's up, people? It's your boy Kuya. This is the NRW. Nerds rule the world, and I'm here with my homie, the brother that levels me up, Mr. Glenn Lawrence. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling great. I'm excited. I want to see what these picks you got for us all. What's up with that this week?
Right, man. Last month, bro, June gave us a lot of amazing entertainment. I think the first week of July, because I think you and I did last week's, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Gave us some good stuff.
Yeah,
so let's see if the hits keep coming, brother. I don't know. I know one for sure should be surefire for you, but these first two, I'm not quite sure. Okay. So I'm ready to hear what you're gonna give to me. You know, sometimes you're gonna get a win, sometimes you're gonna get an L, but it's all good. So, but before we get down with the picks, bro, what have you been tuning in, watching? Anything you can recommend or anything you could say, bruh, pass it.
Listen, I've been checking out My Hero Academia. I've been getting my anime game up, and it's been a wild ride.
Okay,
it's fun. I really dig it. I'm like on the final season that is out right now. I'm on the last season that is out, and there's going to be a season 7 that's coming. So by the time season 7 drops, I'll be all caught up. You know what I mean? So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, this last season, the season 6 that's out is like, what? It's like, It's pretty fire. I'm really enjoying that. You know,
did it live up to the expectations of the people recommending it to you?
Yeah, I think it did. For a long time I had my eye on it. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and try it out. I had some downtime, so I went and tried that out, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. What else have I haven't been watching too many other things. I want to check out The Blackening. I know that dropped on Prime, so I gotta check that out. Everybody's telling me that it's
fire,
hilarious.
son.
It's great.
Fire.
I checked. You know what I did watch, and I think you'll remember this because you're a big wrestling cat. But if you remember, there was a small portion of time right around the mid 90s, when they had a little show called American Gladiators. And I watched that documentary, and that took me back to my childhood, remembering American Gladiators, wondering if I could make it through the Eliminator and all those different little things. So to hear the whole full story of what was going on and how that came to be and everything that they used to do with it, that was a great documentary, a great little piece of nostalgia. Because sometimes documentaries can be heavy, you know, they're dealing with like such like sad instances. This one I felt was a little less of that. You know, there's of course some sad things that happen in it, but for the most part it's kind of like an uplifting, like remembering a part of your childhood. And so that was dope. That was good. Haven't watched too many things that have been trash lately. I've been going back and looking at other people who reviewed The Flash and just remembering how like bad it was, and just so I could think of like, you know what, I feel like I gave it way too much credit. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know, we won't get into it, but there were some cool things that they did and could have done. But again, I think it just piles up that it wasn't great. You know, that the whole more reason why it wasn't great. So anyway, that's me in a nutshell. Also, I've been doing some comedy, so I'm out in these comedy streets. You can check me out. I'm at DC Comedy Loft often. I'm at Dead Horse Comedy. I'm at Electric Palm. All the places up and around Virginia. Spaghetti on the Beach, which is another microphone in the DC area. So I'm hitting up all those microphones, and then I got some dates that are going to be coming up pretty soon. For some bigger gigs. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be headlining out in Sterling.
You need to get a graphic together, so when that happens, we could throw that graphic up.
I will definitely do that. Once all those dates come together and coalesce, I will do that. My birthday's coming up, so you know what I mean. I gotta do it big for the birthday. You know what I'm saying? And then my comedy anniversary, which was July 10th, actually just came around. So you know, I was celebrating that. But that's me in a nutshell, man. I'm just out here, more funny jokes, more bits for people to come out and see, you know, trying to grow as a comedian. So since the last time you see me, there's more stuff going on. But that's about it. What about you, man? What's been going on with you? I know you've been busy doing everything. I know you've seen a couple things that I wish I would have been able to see. You've been out here in these streets. Tell me about what's going on with Kuya P, bro.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate that. But first up, I want to salute you on your birthday anniversary, I guess, of comedy. And just still killing it and still going hard at it, man. I love to see it, and you're my brother in that regard, man. So keep going at it, man. You know I got You know you got me in your corner, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Also to Lil Man. In between, our last taping, we had your Lil Man's birthday, so I just want to give a shout out to my man, my Lil Man right there.
Salute.
Wish I could have been there, but I had family in town, so that's what was one of the things that kept me busy with family. But your family too. I'm just, we just had a lot in flux. So with you still being family, I just want to say that I wish I could have been there as family. But still love you, still appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
I love to the family.
Look, you made him happy, man. You made him happy. You came through with some swag for him that made him super happy. He was jazzed off it.
Love to hear it, man. Thank you. But salute to Lil Man. Can't wait to be. There's gonna be many more birthdays on the way that I'll definitely be there at. So but that, like I said, family. Taking care of them, going all over the place, and keeping them busy. Also, home improvement stuff, which I talked to you about a little bit earlier. But what I'm watching, and also stuff I can't talk about, so I'm gonna avoid it because there's always stuff I can't talk about. But you and I will eventually talk about it, and we'll have it on the channel. But what I am watching that I really enjoyed recently on Apple TV, bro. My man DJ Driz, aka Idris Elba, got a show called Hijack, bro.
Okay.
Man, me and my pops, we were tuning into that when he wasn't working with my wife doing the rebuild or the build in the house. Man, that show is fire. I think we got 4 episodes. There's like a new episode every Tuesday. They drop like the first 3 episodes on launch. Okay. And then like there's a new episode every other week. I think it's only going to be like 8 episodes or something like that. Damn. But fire. Or I know I'm enjoying it. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Apple didn't drop
like 24 in a way.
They didn't give you the what you call it? Apple didn't give you the advanced copy. So then you could have showed your pops like, yo, I got the juice, pops.
Real talk. I'm happy you bring that up because again, my brain's been fried and I've been busy. Yeah. I may have that from Apple.
Oh.
And I can possibly go check it out to see that because I do remember communicate with that happening. But I was watching it in time with my pops when we were just flipping on the TV. So now that because I'm like hungry for more episodes, bro. But I want to recommend it. So Hijack, bro, check it out on Apple TV. I started watching that American Gladiators joint, but when I started tuning in, it was like later in the evening. Got tired. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish that later. So that's on my list, and I can't wait to hear about more of your input about American Gladiators. That was kind of one of my joints too back in the day. I was crushing, I think, on Ice. Fire, I don't know, but a few of them back in the day.
Oh, you might be surprised at what you learned from
Word. Okay, I'm hungry for that. So looking forward to watching that. I peeped the Wham joint. I did watch that documentary on Netflix because my wife is all about 80s music, as am I. Wham, George Michael. That was a pretty dope doc. But yeah, I was thinking there was something else I wanted to bring up that I've been tuning in, but definitely Hijack on Apple TV. And I can recommend that Wham doc and really looking forward to seeing that Gladiators doc that you peeped as well. But yeah, man. So awesome. Nice. Nothing I can't say that's been bad, but yeah, that's what I've been tuning into.
Yo, speaking of which, you don't know this, or I mean, you might know this, but you were just talking about Idris Elba, DJ Idris. Did you know he got a song out? Like he's got bars, yo.
What? Well, you know what? Over through time and just all of like keeping up with him as a fan, I do think the brother I think he came out with like little snippets, not full on tracks. So I'm sure, and he's displayed just, a couple stanzas. If we're talking about like poetry or some shit, the brother can write a few stanzas. Writing a whole track, I'm hungry to peep that.
Yo, hold on, I'll shoot it to you. Maybe at the end of the show. We don't usually do this, but we could bring that up so you can actually pull that up and people can check it at the end after we get our picks in. It'll be a nice little palate cleanser.
Throw that in the chat. We'll set it up.
Already in the chat, bro. Already in the chat.
I got it. We're in there. All right. So let's get to that by throwing our picks. Oh, one more thing though, before we get to the picks this week. So we'll do that. But also I went to BlurCon. Shout out to my BlurCon peeps.
I missed it. I'm so upset.
I know, bro. Like everything was happening this weekend because I know you and I were, I got the in every year, because I host the contest and we've been meaning to like cover and do some coverage and we would get all the access, but we just had a million and one things happening.
It was just a crazy weekend for them to do it that weekend where you had everything. I had the party.
Dude, I could only run through it for just my part that I always host. I had to come through just do the contest, but other than that, that was all I did. I didn't do any of the rest of the weekend because I was so busy. And then the one con that I really had to do, which also same con this weekend, sneaker con, bro. I don't know if you're a sneakerhead, but Ebony is a big sneakerhead. My daughter's boyfriend is a sneakerhead. My daughter is a sneakerhead. So I'm living with three. Well, his boyfriend ain't living here, but
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Correct that. But having three sneakerheads in the fam and myself included, we had to at least put a day of that in, and that was pretty dope. I gotta say that. So if a sneaker con ever comes your way, they generally do it in like LA, Vegas, Osaka. I think this was like one of the first times they did it in DC. Peep it, man. It's pretty interesting. Actually, no, they've had it in DC before because they had Dennis Rodman come through. But it was cool. It was cool.
Nice.
I didn't pick up any sneakers because I'm a little bit of I like to do my research and tracking on stuff. But there was one shoe I got my eye on. But anyway, those were dope. So just wanted to throw those out there. Cool stuff. If you see SneakerCon, always hit up BlurCon. Mad love to those peoples, man. But we have some picks to do, brother.
We got a job to do. Let's do it.
We got an invite to another local con coming up that I need to talk to you about. So remind me about that later on.
Okay.
Because I did meet the showrunner for an upcoming con coming to our area, and they want the NRW in the house, and they'll give us all the connects, and want to see if you want to roll to that with me as well. Anyway,
let me know.
We'll bring that up later. People, stay tuned. Let's get to these picks. You ready to hear my first pick out the gate, Glenn?
I'm more than excited.
All right, let's go. Let's go off to theater camp. It's summertime. Let's head off to theater camp.
Okay, one time at theater camp.
Listen up. Squad, game. Maybe zip it. Can we just get you guys to shit?
Oh, what a beautiful
Oh. That was dope.
welcome, auditioners.
You guys are so talented, so unbelievable. This will break you. This will fully destroy you.
Congratulations on being the most talented kids at camp.
Starfish, starfish, jiggle like a jackal, jiggle like a jackal.
These are the things we can do with masks.
These people are really weird.
That's a good song choice. I do believe her as a French prostitute.
Amos,
Oh, I'm sorry. Sex worker.
thank you.
Sad news, I will not be doing piercings anymore in the hut because there's a narc amongst us. Cassie has narked. It's totally fine.
We're going to need to prioritize the musicals, which means the straight plays are going to have to be acoustic.
Quick question, what's a straight play?
There are musicals and then there are straight plays.
So then what would be a gay play?
I guess a musical.
Oh, cool.
I know this one's a theater camp classic, so send my regards to Broadway, bitch.
We only have 3 weeks to create a masterpiece. It's on you now. All on you.
Let's do this. And cue cocaine.
You need to know that only 3% of people make it. The rest end up in a mental facility or on a go-go box in Hell's Kitchen.
This is a complete disaster.
Everything is gonna be okay.
It doesn't work okay.
We're theater people. We know how to turn cardboard into gold.
You think this is fun and games?
It's not fun. It's art.
Minor issue, whoever stole my CBD gummies, please return that. I'm pretty sure I know who it was.
Interesting.
Glenn, what do you
that
think
looks
of
fun.
theater camp?
That looks fun, man. That looks like a fun little thing. Now, Cap, like little tangent. When I was young, I did not ever get to go to science camp or theater camp. None of those little camps where all your elementary or middle school buddies, you all went out there. I wanted to. I actually thought that I was going to be able to make it to one of those camps, but sadly, we never had the resource. Maybe we never had the resources, but also my mom, when I told her, I was like, oh, it was just sad we never had the resources. I really thought I was going to go. She's like, we could have went. You just didn't turn in your permission slip on time. And I was like, wait, that's not the story I remember. I was like, wait, what? I could have went. So anyway, but this looks fun. And it's cool because I'll get to live out my little dream of going to theater camp through a movie like this, or going to science camp or one of those sleepovers. So I always love these movies, and I hope it looks like it's going to be fun. I hope they're not doing weird stuff with the with the kids there. I don't like sometimes when they'll go too far and trying to make the kids funny, they'll make it like too like, all right, that was a little bit much. But this looks like it's just going to be some good wholesome fun, with the kids there. So it looks like a good time, bro. This is a thumbs up for me. I actually think it was going to be kind of fun. What about you? What were you thinking when you saw it?
So I didn't see the trailer until just now, literally, and I actually got invited to go to a screening, an early screening for this that I would have invited you as well, but the dates didn't lock up with things with the family. Cause as you know, I had family in town and, over that. So I had to say no to it. And I meant to reach out to you and Heather to see if y'all wanted to go, but then I think I just got too late when they actually sent me the thing and it was too late to submit or whatever.
Nah, it makes sense.
Now seeing it, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have caught it because it looks dope. And to your point in regards to your personal story, mine was very much the same as well. I never went to a camp like this, always wanted to, didn't think we had the budget to, but then, like you said, I laughed out loud inside because when I did approach my mom and saying when we would see things like this, she was like, "Oh yeah, we could have gone, but you never turned the shit in on time or something." I'm like, "That's not how I remember it, Mom." Yeah, exactly what you said.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious as a heart attack, bro. Like, either our parents are playing us.
They playing us,
or
bro.
What the fuck?
Have to be playing us. They have to be playing us. They have to be. I'm like,
seriously, bro. Because I don't remember them saying I more so remember them saying, nah.
Exactly. Like, nah, this is gonna be. I don't.
And as a military family, because I think you were a military kid too. Yep. That was half of the thing too. That during those transition times, it was like either my parents were on, or my dad was underway, or they had other stuff going on, and that's where we would travel because we were a military kid, man. So
yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think when there was the times, it was like, nah, we can't. Whatever.
Man, that's funny, bro. That's hilarious, man. Just same thing. So listen, when you're watching this, if you're gonna go check out theater camp, and if you're a youngin, just turn in that slip, ask your parents because they probably got the money, bro. They probably got it. Don't be like us and then be regretting it when you're old. You know what I mean? All because you just didn't turn in the permission slip on time, or you didn't ask. You know what I mean? The right questions. Ask the right question. Be like, how can I get to theater camp, Mom, Dad? You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
straight up. I definitely, man. Yeah, that looks fire. I'm psyched to finally check it out when I get a chance. I'm gonna have to put my ducats down and pay that ticket. It looks cool. It looks like one of those cool indie comedies that really catches your eye and and you're like, man, why didn't this get bigger budget or better push? It looks fire. So
yeah, man, it looks like it's going to be good. I'm like I said, I'm excited for it. So yeah, it's who's the director on it? Oh, Molly Gordon and Nick Lieberman are directing it, starring Ben Platt and Molly Gordon, of course, and Noah Galvin. So it looks cool, man. It looks like it's going to be a good one, especially because all the people that I just mentioned are writers, directors, and starring in it. And usually those projects have a lot of heart that go into them. So it's a Molly Gordon, Nick Lieberman, Noah Galvin project. So it looks like they're going to put a lot of heart into it. So they'll probably be closer to the project, which makes it more fun. You know what I mean? It probably will have some energy. It'll probably have some pop to it. I'm excited for it.
Agreed. All right, Glenn. So while we're away at theater camp, let's hope that we don't get caught up in a flood. You ready to check out the flood, Glenn?
Let's check out the flood, man.
Let's go.
Well, it looks like this is home for the night. Goddamn wind.
Clarence?
That didn't look good.
Officials have declared a statewide emergency as these unprecedented storms continue to rage.
Sure. Got a bus full of prisoners heading our way. Got caught in the storm and need a place to hunker down until it's safe.
I want you on your best behavior while we're here.
Let's get a few things straight. You're in my house now. I will not hesitate to shoot you if I have to.
Y'all don't think this is cruel and unusual right here?
You hear that?
Can you please tell me how an alligator got in your damn police station?
Storm brought him in. Could be infested with him by now.
If you want to survive the night, we're gonna have to find a way to get along.
Keep an eye on him.
That's a bona fide cop killer right there. We're all gonna get alive.
Move!
one shot, Sheriff.
I hear it tastes like chicken.
All right, Glenn, what do you think about The Flood, brother?
This is interesting. It looks like it's going to be interesting. I don't know what to think about this. This could either be very not good or it could be very good. However, I don't know. Every time I'm like, it might seem silly. It's like Casper Van Dien. That's Starship Troopers right there. You know what I mean? Which I thought Starship Troopers was going to be corny, and actually ended up being one of like the one of my favorite all time movies and movie franchises. So that could be dope. And then of course Saban Films. They usually make interesting little things. So, and this is Louisiana. One thing that I'm a little, I don't know, man. That sheriff is kind of skinny. She just looked really thin for this. You know what I mean? Like to be wading around in water, and then like these dudes are all like huge and stuff, and it's like you better listen to me. It's like you'll get snapped. You're like a twig. Don't what? But that aside, maybe. But the reason why I bring that up, here's the reason why I bring it up, because we have a willing suspension of disbelief. And if in the film, like, it's hard to believe that this little stick is ordering around these dudes or whatever, it takes you out of the film, you know what I mean? So that was the only thing, but hopefully she holds it down, and it makes a lot of sense. That's the one. Sometimes it's an indication. It's like, what, like, come on, you didn't like, because here's the thing. All right, I know I'm rambling, but I just really want to get this point. Like, for instance, The Boys, the dude who played. Do you ever watch The Boys? You've seen the show The Boys, so Soldier Boy. That dude, like, he had to work out and get really like big for the role to play this character, or Chris Hemsworth, or what I mean, Superman, Henry Cavill, like they get bulked up for role. Even Mila like Jovovich, she'll get like kind of like a little, and then like, just, you got to bulk up if you're supposed to bulk up you got to bulk up for the role. I don't know.
I feel you.
So I don't want to hate, but it does look interesting. It looks like it'll be kind of fun. So
yeah. I got you. I feel it's got that 90s. It's like cut from the 90s action type of films.
Right.
The 1990s action films where pure entertainment, eye candy, big buff guys, horror type elements, situation, action type stuff. It's cut from that cloth. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's hard to suspend, reality, if you will, when you try to suspend disbelief or whatever. And it doesn't work in so many ways. But there have been some amazing films from that time period that are still classics, and so I'm hoping that it's one of those. It still looks cool, and like you said, it's got some points, but you don't know what to make of it, because we are now living in a different time period where we're making films a little bit more believable and realistic. And when you see things like this that are cut from those old-timey type of ways, even the 90s ain't that far away. It just is like, I don't know. But they can all still be fun. And also, films are meant to be fun. Films also don't have to be 100% realistic.
That is so true.
So I'm ready for it. And to just give it some more nods, the director, Brandon Slagle, and one of the actresses, Devaney Penn, we've had on. I've interviewed them both for different projects on the NRW. So love to just see past guests coming through with new projects and shining. Nice. And also our own Rob Medina, who's a big fan of a lot of Brandon's work, and also he's had them on his show. He did a full review of The Flood that's available on our channel right now. So go check out Rob's review of The Flood. And we actually have the screener as well. That's partially why I did this as a pick. So I may check it out since I have the screener. And if you're interested as well,
I might have to check it out.
We can check it out. We have it.
I might have to check it out and do the review with you, because that way we could say if any of my ramblings were warranted. If I'm kind of
intrigued now, because we already have Rob's review. I didn't even watch Rob's review yet, but we have the screener, so maybe you and I could do our and see where his and ours kind of come to task.
But here's the thing. Like, I feel like it's just a mismatch, because all those prisoners are so big. So either cast smaller prisoners and then the smaller sheriff makes sense, or make the sheriff bigger with the bigger prints. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was just
you got me intrigued with Rob's now. I was gonna say because
Yeah,
I don't know if he kind of cuts. I think a lot of the stuff he likes from the reviews I have seen.
You know about Bobby.
I feel
Big
like
Balls.
Rob is stuck in the 90s.
You know Bobby Big Balls, bro. He's not gonna miss
That
hair.
is true too. Bobby Big Balls will go at it sometimes.
He
That's
will
true.
be like, nah, this joint was not. I wasn't feeling it.
So we're gonna have to find out because I know you and I will give the real talk. So let's see. Anyway, you ready for my top pick, brother?
You know what? I am. It is impossible to not be ready for your top pick.
Hey, I got a mission. Are you ready to accept it, bro?
I am ready to accept it. Let's get it.
Let's go. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Oh my god.
Hang on! Ethan! Go, go, go! Audiences and critics can't believe what they're seeing.
Listen to me. The world's coming after you. Stay out of my way.
Tom Cruise has outdone himself with a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning is filled with holy shit moments. What is happening? This is why we go to the movies.
Oh, I like her.
It's pulse pounding. It will rock your world with jaw-dropping action.
Is this where we run?
Go, 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 go! Probably.
It's one of the best action movies ever made.
What more can I say?
See it in the biggest, most seat-shaking theater you can find. It will take your breath away.
Ethan, did you make it? Are you okay?
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Tickets on sale now.
All right, there you go. MI7, actually. It's the 7th Mission Impossible.
Is it?
film.
We've had 7 Mission Impossibles?
Yeah, bro. Crazy, right?
Yo, that does not. I mean, yeah, that just seemed crazy. I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah.
The film, I definitely want to see. I'm definitely excited for. This trailer was trash, though. What was it? That was like the old school trailer of like a B movie, you know?
Yeah.
Like that. I guess they spent all the money on the good trailer making, and on making the film, and then the final trailer, like, we ain't got a budget for it. Just get that one dude.
Let's just get the hype out, because that was the final trailer that they just released, and it was just like a hype reel, but it didn't give you much. Yeah,
it did not. And then the narrators, that 90s narrator of like a cheap B movie. That's a B movie narrator. So
yeah,
but this looks good. I happen to know that you've already checked it out and you seem to have liked it. Everybody that I have heard about seeing it has said it is extremely dope. And it looks great. One thing that I'm always taken aback by is how hard hitting the stunts are in like the Mission Impossibles, and how they like, I don't think Mission Impossible, they get like a little crazy or whatever, but they've always been like a very enjoyable movie. It's always been a very enjoyable time watching each of these movies in the theater. So I think this will be no different. I'm excited for it.
Definitely. My first 2 words when I came out of the screening, and the marketing people reach out to us as soon as we walk out, as you recall, was thrill ride. Thrill ride. It's a 2-hour and 45-minute film, almost 3 hours, bro. But it doesn't feel that way. I will say there is some slow segments, but for the most part, it doesn't feel like 2 hours and 45 minutes. There's a lot of action sequences that, like that trailer that we just saw, I would definitely echo. See it in one of those Rumble theater type seats, because we saw it in one of those big Dolby surround. Man, it was wonderful when it was rumbling in those moments. You felt like you were there. Surround sound, IMAX, definitely a theatrical experience with fans and friends. It's a thrill ride, bro. Straight up. I definitely am making this my WTOP-FM pick this week.
Wait, there's no more screenings? Is there any more screenings that I could sneak into,
because it's out now. As of this recording, it's out today.
Slide me in.
It's out now. Everybody can go watch it. Catch it in the biggest theater possible. Best screen, best sound, do all the things, man. Get that. It's meant for watching in a theater, man. I'm not going to spoil anything other than, don't expect an ending like you did with Spider-Man, Glenn Lawrence. There's a part 2. Because remember,
you got to ruin it again. No, just
With this one, did you at least there's enough hype that it says part 1, right?
Yes, I got the I got it.
But yeah, dope. Check it out, man. I'm gonna leave it right there. But Ethan Hunt is back on another mission, man. So Theater Camp, The Flood, and Mission Impossible. How did I do, Glenn Lawrence?
Yo, everything's intriguing. I think it's a double thumbs up. The Flood, I don't know, but it's giving us something to talk about. So I'm definitely going to give it thumbs up.
And we at least have the screener, so we can let people know what we think.
I'm hyped for it. I'm excited for it. I think it'll work out well. All of these I think will be, worth the viewing. So yeah, man, solid, bro. You came through.
Thank you, sir. Through, I almost forgot. Let me get this set up real quick. But we wanted to check out the Driz, right?
Oh yeah.
So let me move this over. We are gonna check out my man Driz just because. You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Here we go, DJ.
Who is that?
Hi, Connor.
Yeah, send me them beats.
Yeah, hey, look, clocked in and out the doors locked. Yeah, always hitting different, so unorthodox. Yeah, oh, Google flirting with me, call it Courtney. Sound never paying no attention, got my shorty locked in. Yeah, clocked in and out the doors locked. Always hitting different, so unorthodox. Yeah, oh, Google flirting.
I'm like Idris.
Cock sound never paying no attention, got my shorty locked in. Yeah, T.O. back to Vegas, it's a border hop. Sun is beaming down, I'm talking 45. This and not no Fahrenheit, that's Celsius. Yeah, hey, shout out to the metric. I'm kilometers ahead and no, you cannot catch this. I'm gone, yeah. Play my cards right, but never follow suit. Diamonds dancing in the club and no one shining through. No hurry, you just fade away. Let's call it spade a spade. Got no time for jokers, throw them all away. Yeah, tunnel vision, only looking forward, not behind us. Handed me a contract, show me where the line is. Independent artist, I ain't never gonna sign it. Independent to the day that I mean. Clocked in and out the doors locked. Yeah, always sitting unorthodox. Yeah, oh, Cougar flirting with me, call her Courtney Cox. Sound never paying no attention, got my shorty locked in. Yeah, clocked in and out the doors locked. Always sitting different, so unorthodox. Yeah, oh, Cougar flirting with me, call her Courtney Cox. Sound never paying no attention, got my shorty locked in.
Hey yo, independent thinking, I ain't thinking about you. And the ink that's independent never gonna get used. I'll be thinking about my verses, I don't think about views. And the way I beat the beat up is a form of abuse. Now you can see that I'm a winner, you can bet on black. Me and Connor out in Vegas, couple aces on stack. And the cops trying to chase us cause we stole a couple scenes. And we smashed a couple bars cause we know that we can. Look, I am not a billionaire, but I pay the bills in there. Going off the head top like your man Bill was there. You ain't stripping me at that. I'll be walking on this green faces like you threw him in the hairdress.
Tunnel vision, only looking forward, not behind us. Handed me a contract, show me where the line is.
Let's go. We gotta let that go because we don't want to get in too much copyright trouble right there. That's why I was talking over it. I'm still sure we're gonna get hit, but whatever. Connor Price, shout out to Connor Price, Courtney Cox featuring Idris Elba. Glenn, man, I like that line. Man, I'm not a billionaire, but I played the bills.
He came through with a little flow, didn't he?
He came off, man. Like,
isn't it? He
and casual flow too. Like, I don't need to get loud. I don't need to get boisterous. I'm just gonna do it nice and smooth.
And he's
a little bit of my
UK
inflection and just he's
doing this little joint. I was like, okay, Idris, okay.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know he had it in him, but you know what I mean? That's dope. He's a very multi-talented dude. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my man. And be at that age and still got that body right, man. Like, damn, now I gotta go into the gym right now. I'm feeling like I gotta hit the gym.
Hey man, the boxing, we gotta get back to boxing, throwing these hands.
There we go. Son. You know what I'm saying? Got it. We gotta compete out here, man. If not for now, we ain't competing against other people. We doing it for ourselves.
Yeah, I just want to do it. Yeah.
Do it for yourselves, y'all. Be happy who you are, what you are, how you are. Do it for self. Don't do it for other people. Let me just say that.
There you go. Much love.
All right, Glenn. People want to get at you and tell you how beautiful you are and give you your flowers. How can they reach out to you, brother?
levelupcomedy.com. We got new shirts, new merch out there, man. We about to make things happen. Levelupcomedy.com on all your socials. Glenn Lawrence Comedy on Facebook and IG. Glenn Levels Up on Twitter.
There you go. Reach out to my brother Glenn. Give him his flowers. And for me, it's the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive. And of course, I would like to be on that Blue Sky, I think it is, Threads. Give me the invite, because I know that's what you got to do. And I guess no one want me to be involved on there because they ain't sending me no invites. If you want me to follow and holler at you there, man, shoot your boy an invite. And of course, follow me and Glenn and the whole squad here at the NRW. It's at the NRW and Annual Release Wednesday where nerds rule the world. That has been another weekly episode. Let us know what you think about our picks if you're checking them out. or if we should do other things, or if we are terrible, hate, whatever. Just give us the views, y'all, because we could really use it so we can keep on building and get that money. All right, y'all?
Yeah, man.
Be out.
Peace.
All right, there we go.